Hello, everyone, and I am doing a Kyoryuger. Yeah, it's called Kyoryuger, since some troller dude, along with some others, were like, "It's Kyoryuger, say it with me," and I'm like, "Okay, I said in the stupid video I don't know how to say it, so I'm saying the best ability. You can correct me, but it took you what, a month or so to correct me? I mean, seriously." But anyways, K. Ruger. I finished watching it. It took me 2 days to actually go from start to finish, and I have to say, wow. Yeah, I have to say, wow on that one. Let me just get something to also look at because I actually cataloged too. So let's see. Yeah, so basically, you have lots and lots of stuff that happened. I was like, wow. I actually started cataloging it and just seeing how everything went out, which there's so many things they have done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Over at least 25 combinations they had in Megazord mode, which by the end of it finishing, they had at least, I would say, 4 Megazords they were able to do, which was way, way crazy. So at the beginning of it, I started watching it. I made a stupid Saban's adaptation of it, suggestions and stuff, how they would do it. I now put it on private and unlisted because, well, since I don't have a year or so to actually go back, revisit, and fix it, yeah, they're about to do it next year. So instead of being like, oh, I gotta hurry up, I'm just saying, screw it, I'm canceling it. Lots of people already said, oh, it's a fan fiction, oh, it's something else. Billy won't come. Billy slash David Yost won't come back to the show because they treated him badly. Johnny Bosch can't come back because he's on tour, even though how do you know he's going to be on tour a year or two later, even though technically next year would be the starting point of it. Anyways, let's just scratch that and start with, wow, the story. The story was very good. It was amazing. It was kind of like what they did with RPM. The fact that they had, well, first they showed the Red Ranger. They gave us the Red Ranger's view, Red Ranger's life, kind of life story, shortened down. And basically, the other Rangers didn't know who each other were. So it took them the next episode to actually have the Blue and Pink Ranger truly becoming a team. Then they were able to usher in the Green Ranger, and then they were able to usher in the Black Ranger, which I can just say King, aka Dai or Daigoji, whatever nickname you wanted to put on him. No San, which No San, I do have to say his jokes were quite funny and quite humorous. I would love to see what they're gonna do with the American version, even though they could just scrap it like so many other things they did. And if you're asking, oh, what other things they did? I don't know. Well, here's what they did. For Shikinger, aka Samurai, they made the brother and sister relationship of the Green and Yellow Ranger into a relationship. They also did that with the Black and Yellow Ranger from Go Sagers slash Super, it's Mega Force now, but it's Super Mega Force 2. Even though now they're going to usher in that relationship still, which I don't think they could. Yeah, they couldn't really do it. And anyways, just don't let me get started on the whole idea on that one. Which side note is that the Super Mega Force, aka Gokaigers, there's rumor has it that they actually modeled Gokaigers a little bit to Power Rangers in space. Yeah, the fact that they actually stay on ship and they go down when they need to and such and such. Anyways, that's just what one person or a few people actually said. Yeah, back to this. You also have the Bladed Hero, the Green Ranger, aka Green Boy or Boy by Ian, which I'm shocked. That's an American name. Ian is an American name. Ian Yorkland. That is an American name for a Black Ranger. Is that a shout out to Kyoryuger? Which, yeah. You also have the Pink Ranger, Miss Amy, Yuzuki, Lady, Amy, which Amy's American name too. I'm sorry to say this, but Amy is an American name too, so they have two American names. Along with the idea of Spirit Rangers, which got me to the fact of saying, have they seen Power Rangers Jungle Fury? If they did, and they actually said, Spirit Rangers. We could so do something with Spirit Rangers. Which, after I talk about the other ones, then we can talk about the Spirit Rangers. You also got Yusu Semimaru, or Uchi. I'll just go with Uchi because that's easier to say. And I also cataloged how many years they were. So you got Uchi, you got Ramirez, aka Mr. Beardy, and Ramirez is either Spanish with a Z or with a S. Unknown. And you got Tensai, aka Mr. Gray by Ramirez. And Violet is Dr. Outshade, and his granddaughter, Yayo, which is basically Yay with a Oi in the last part. And that's basically all the Spirit Rangers right there, because Uchi could have been a Spirit Ranger, but the thing is that there is a good plot with Do Gold in this. I mean, it's a good part. It's a good plot. The whole entire story with Uchi and Do Gold is very good, especially how they made it play out in the end. Alright, some stats or facts is the fact that you have Spirit Rangers, and with Spirit Rangers, their chest is gold. Yeah, so if the chest is gold, that basically makes them a spirit. And there's only 2 Spirit Rangers, unlike in America. In Jungle Fury, they had like at least 3 Spirit Rangers. And the way how you can tell that they're Spirit Rangers is just because they are able to get on the Mega Mode form, or the Mega form, the Super form. I forgot what they called it, but yeah, that. So you had Uchi, who was 400 years ago in Japan. You also have Ramirez, that was 500 years. He was in medieval ages. And you have Tensai, the first one, which was 1500, let's say 1500 years in China. The amazing thing is that they both were losing their powers when it came, so one of them was losing their powers, Mr. Beardy, aka Ramirez. He was losing his powers due to something that was happening in one episode. And then as soon as it hit to the last episode where they revealed the 10th Zord, or the 10th, what did they call him? Voltasaur or something. I don't think that's even the official name. I'll just say the 10th Zord. Yeah, so the 10th Zord, also the amazing reveal that Tori is actually the 10th Ranger. Even though they did have another Ranger, which I didn't get to see the movie because, well, you know, the episodes are able to come out, but when the movies aren't TV movies, yeah, those movies are straight up go to the theaters and watch. Since those are straight up to the theaters and watch, I wouldn't know, and I can only just characterize him as a Navy, and his name is D. And also, I kind of was hoping that they actually would show them in the series, which they did show the Zord in the series. That was the cool part. The Zord from the movie actually was used in the series. Let me see. I cataloged when he came too. He came at episode 39. Yeah, so episode 39, they actually had the 00 guy, aka Toba Spino, to show up. So with that said, I would say I thought they would actually have the 11th hero appearing, even though he isn't a hero. And when that 39 episode came, I thought they were going to do it. I thought they would actually have her, which it was D. He was a bad guy. He was one of the bad guys, and he basically, yeah, he wrecked stuff up. That's what I guess was the premise, is that he wrecked stuff up, and there was music, which basically the movie also clued in what was truly happening with the whole entire theme. Basically, the movie itself, Saban's has to put out the movie, even if it's going to be TV made for TV. They have to put out the movie, or basically do what was their name? Address. Yeah, their name was Address Entertainment. They're the ones who did Kamen Rider Dragonite. Do what they did, which basically means they would put it in an episode 2. Anyways, you had Mikoto, aka Miko. I thought she was going to change into the 11th Ranger, quote unquote. So, anyways, the premise is that there were 10 Zords, correct? But truth be told, there was actually 23. So there was 23 plus the 001, and altogether those were supposed to protect the world. And they tried to take the world from Daboss, which was the bad guy of them all. Lord Daboss. Let's see. Lord Daboss. Daboss the Annihilator. Master Daboss. And that's basically... Oh, Ascent God Daboss. Yeah, that was like all the ones. Yeah, that was like lots and lots of crazy stuff going on there. Yeah. I mean, it's not as crazy as what happened with Ghost Sagers, even though I'm shocked as heck that Saban straight up just cut that. I mean, I was shocked. Actually, Saban's could have actually did something cool, just like what Ghost Sagers did, but they didn't do it. Instead, they cut it, just had the same guy, which they supposed to have made him. Yeah, so just go watch Ghost Sagers. You'll understand. I'm just not going to explain the rest of it. So yeah, you basically had those, and it turns out those 23 beast batteries, aka guardians, I would say guardians, they basically died because of Davos. There was 13 that got killed, and later on the amber that the Red Ranger was wearing, which is actually the beast battery that I enjoy, the guardian battery I truly enjoy, which was, let's see, 15. Yeah, number 15, which was Fire Blast. It was Aloe Mirus. Yeah, I love that one. Well, first, let me just go through the list of what they were. The Red Ranger was Fanged Hero. Black Ranger was Hot Shot Hero. Armored Hero was blue. Bladed Hero is green. And lastly, Horned Hero / Heroine was pink. Excuse me. I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't see if they actually said heroine or hero. I guess it depends on which subtitles you are looking at. Yeah, but I can tell you I wasn't really sure what they said on that one. Thunderous Hero is gold. Steely Hero, which later turned into heroine, is cyan. Clashing Hero was gray. It doesn't change it because he gave it to his grandson. He actually found his descendant, which was very funny. Seafaring Hero / Heroine, which, this one actually is the first one that they had to retire. Sadly, in a Power Rangers history, we can't say it's the first one that actually retired, even though we can say it's the first one that retires because of old age, instead of having to go to a ambassador's trip. International ambassador's trip. Yeah, that was it. Wait a minute, no. Before that, it was technically Tommy, but he didn't transfer his power. Instead, it was Rita who stole her power back. Even, yeah, so that was the best ever cover up of death I ever seen right now. Well, yeah, that was like the easiest. I guess I should make another video, but I'll go with this one first. Seafaring hero slash heroine is Violet, and Radiant hero is Silver, aka Torin. And I love his transformation. The fact that he took the gun and pretended it was a guitar, danced around with it, shot it. Yeah, his gun was different from their. Well, I would not say guns. Let's say morphers. The revolver, the G revolver. That's what I'm going to call it. The G revolver. Normally, it looks yellow, but you also have the special one, which was silver, mixed with blue and red. Personally, I was actually thinking maybe make it another one, which would be the light gray. It would be the same one as the yellow G revolver, but it would be light gray, and it's for the three who comes in: cyan, gray, and not violet. Yeah, cyan, gray, and yeah, just cyan and gray apparently. Yeah, those two, because the other ones don't really need it, and plus the purple one, well, it was already initiated that the purple one was the one, which you do have to ask the question, where did her mom or dad went? Yes, how come she is with her grandfather while the mom and dad left? And the other question is, where is the grandma? But you do have to admit, one crazy thing is the fact that you have the person who made the voice of all of the voices in the Megazords, the toys. Crazy. I mean, yes, it's easy when you actually have it, but like if it's not like you have Zordon or Stupid Behind Gosei or the girl from Power Rangers Turbo who's already established there, you wouldn't know. Yeah, it would just basically be a Go Kaijers where it's like, oh, well, they have the person screaming, making a voice, but yet you don't even meet the person who made the voice. Yeah, so you basically have that, and the Megazord transformations were very, very good. Yeah, I enjoyed them all. The only messed up part was when you had Kyoryuger, yeah, screw it. When you had the Megazord combined with number 3 and number 4, and it just says Segachi and Zakutor, which they could have just made a. They could have made a name for him. They could have just been like Kyoryuger Slasher, I guess. Slash Guard, something like that. Something. Samurai, I guess. Yeah, you also had Parasagon and Stegachi, which was number 3 and number 5. No, not sorry, number 3 and number 4. Yeah, so they could have just made Kyoryuger Gunner or Gunner Steel, Gunner Guard, something like that. Yeah, and then you had Terradino, who had Bungachi, and that's basically it. I mean, that's it. So you got Bungachi, you also have, I mean, there's like so many that you're like, how come they don't actually have a name for them? Yeah, that's just the big question. But, whatever. Alright, basically we have the Guardians, which I'm going to list down the Guardians. And number 11 is Dagon Chaser. Number 11, that's a cycle. And I'm listing them when you see them. As for number 23, that happened in the movie, which I wouldn't really know. I would just say it's after episode 16, but how in the world should I know since I didn't have access to the movie while watching the marathon? Anyways, you got Kenyo Spiker, which is number 13, which is a combiner of weapons, which later on you actually figure out that they might not even need number 13 to combine their weapons, because if you look through their combo, basically it combines the blue and the black Rangers weapons together and make a Spiker. But you see in the last few episodes that the Blue Ranger was able to just put the Black Rangers one along with the Green Rangers together to actually, yeah. So it's like, so why do you need number 13 again? Number 15 was my favorite, Alomires. It's Fire Blast. You also have Tuberandon. Tuberenda. Which Tuberandon is basically flattened as number 29. I mean, number 19. Sorry. You also have Stemiro, which is number 14. This is the one that really helped to get Ankydon from that curse because of that dude that loved. Yeah. And number 14 is Crushed Love Sickness. It can be used. It basically can make a match out of, what was the stupid bad guy's name that was a good guy in the end? Candaria? I'll just say Soldier of Happiness. Yeah, the Soldier of Happiness. Run for our money. You also have Ovirapu, which is number 17. It's a noxious gas, aka farts. You have Igironnodon, which is number 18. It's tickles. You would figure I like that, but eh. I mean, I like firepower more than anything. Oh, frick. No, that's just good. My phone is acting stupid again. Oh, well, anyways. Number 22 is Bakuraptor. Sorry if I'm getting this wrong. It's just, I haven't really paid attention of how they say it. It's number 22. It's fat and an inflator. Basically, it was helpful when it comes to escapes and other stuff, I guess. And you have Beirosamo, which is number 16. It has the power to give you a long neck. I guess technically you could say how the sword from Shinkenger, aka Samurai, the Hyper Sword, it was able to sprout his long neck. I guess it could be a shout out to that. And you have number 20, which is Gurumonite, which gives you dizzy and hypnotism. Make you, yeah, all that. You have Archinolon, which is number 21. It basically makes you slow. Gravity's really taking heavy heed to you. And number 12 is Denosuchurus, which is a power-up / digger. Yeah, that was like one of the ones that the Black Ranger tried to use, and he had to figure it out. Sadly, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I mean, I basically give Power Rangers the benefit of the doubt, but due to the last episode, yeah, the person that told me Power Rangers basically get things easier than Super Sentai, I was like, no, you can't be right. And then all of a sudden, this last episode showed he's right. He's right in some cases. Well, anyways, you have Futanban, which is number 23. It's a clone maker, which apparently it was in a movie, and the movie might have occurred before episode 16, I guess. So yeah, you also have the other batteries that was created, like Gabutera, which I would say mini Terra, but it just says Gabutera +1, which makes Carnival move for Red, which it made Red go crazy. It seriously did. And he has at least 5 modes of that. Yeah, I mean, you have Samba Carnival, Macho Carnival, Kung Fu Carnival, Western Carnival, Samba Carnival Special, because that's used the Toba Spino Beast Battery. And you also have Victory Beast Battery and Maximum Beast Battery, which Victory Beast Battery, excuse me, it's a final attack for all 5 of them, and technically 6 can use it. Yeah, and then you have maximum, which the maximum had to be used by at least 7 to 10 of them, and the carnival mode had to combine both of them to be used. Yeah, or you'll have a big upset just like what happened with number 12 and number 13 with Ian over there. Excuse me. Yeah, you also have the bad guys, which you had Soldier of Sorrow, Agiron, who was actually a killer of Ian's best friend or friend. That was crazy. You have Master Duggold, who was the Soldier of Anger. He actually was just nothing but a shell or a piece of armor. And that's where Yuchi was actually incarcerated until they found out, hey, he's human. And that was just a good plot twist, and the way how all of it ended, it was interesting. I'm glad to say that there's no Power Ranger death, even though technically if they would have done it, it would have been the second time in a row they killed the Gold Ranger off, because previously they killed Beat Buster, aka Senpai Jin. Okay, you have the Soldier of Happiness and also the Soldier of Joy, which those two turned out to be good guys after all. And Edgaron actually is a good guy, and Duggold technically has his honor, even though they brought some, they brought some heavy hitters to take it home. Daybos the Annihilator was resurrected, and then you had Gayudama, who is basically that thing that took down all the Zords. Matt Terran, who is the Prince of the Demon Blade, Priest of the Demon Blade. I would technically say that was the twin brother of Torin, but I think they might have been a clone as well. And then you have Andorf, who is the Soldier of Resentment slash Hatred, and he showed up in episode 26. That's when Duggold technically got a bit pissed off. Yeah, he got pissed off. He took over Andorf, and then after a while, Andorf showed that he played him as a fool, which was messed up. And then he made Duggold nothing but his second in command slash his lackey, which that's what basically built it up for the double cross and a beautiful, beautiful end to Duggold and Yuchi's rivalry slash relationship. And you have D, the Soldier of Brutality. He was also, I guess, technically, I guess it would be in Kairu Killer or Blader or Decker. I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't see the movie. Hopefully, I'll see the movie, but I'm not gonna do a stupid redo of this because I didn't get to see a movie. Anyways, you have Master Debos and Chaos Priest of Many Faces, Ascend God Debos. You have Kill Barlow, who is the Soldier of Joy, and Iceron, who is the Soldier of Sorrow. And both of them replaced the Soldier of Happiness and Soldier of Joy, which there was already a Soldier of Joy anyway, so yeah, I don't know. The amazing part is that they had nutritious Joyru. That was just nothing but, I could swear there was something that actually did the same thing that did, except it was something that they put in the sky and it rained. I think that could have been Wild Force, wasn't it? Not Wild Force, sorry, Lost Galaxy. That might have been Lost Galaxy or Time Force. I'm not sure. I just remember there was one bad guy in Power Rangers who shot something up in the air, and then it made rain, and it rained down. But this one's actually more crazy. This one is where he has to take a pail of the juice, pour it on him, and run while he grows. And it was like at least 3 times where he got jacked and the monster poured it on himself or poured it on Duggold. Yeah, because, well, he was a lackey. And as for the minions, you had Paramonsters and Cambeastians, which was crazy, I guess. Alright, last part is just the first episode. They actually showed America in New York, and sadly the sign for it kind of was messed up. Yeah, they kind of didn't do good with the signs at all. And it was crazy that the Ambers played a big part when it came to resurrecting the 10th Zord. But of course, it's amazing how it came. First, it was basically finding all five of them. And then after that, it was trying to summon all the Zords, which they found all the Zords, and then all of a sudden, to get the 10th Zord, they have to get all the Embers. And then it was to search for the Embers, which was cut short technically because of Red's father, which Red's father did play in this completely. Yeah, and then the big plot twist, lots of big plot twists. I know. Everyone who's listening to this is like, oh my gosh, please stop, please stop. So I will make sure I put a disclaimer on here that you shouldn't listen to it unless you saw the whole episode and want to hear views, or you have second thoughts about watching the whole entire series. But anyways, yeah, it's amazing. And then you have the Bragigas, that was the 10th Zords. He has a curse on him. There's just lots and lots of stuff that was interesting. And I will finish off by two things. One is just talk about episodes that really stand out to me. And then after that, I will say what altogether this mixed out. Oh, and also, I'll just put a side note. Ren is a beater. Yeah. So basically Green Ranger has a crush, or there's a crush girl who likes the Green Ranger, and it shows that in 2 episodes he got beaten by the same girl because, well, A, he doesn't know how to treat a girl, or B, he just doesn't get how to do the relationship thing. And Ian is basically Mr. Sulu because he always says, oh my. Well, anyways, let's continue with I'll start with the episode thing. So in episode 5, it was the interesting thing is that enemies water themselves. Oh yeah, episode 5 and 9. So it was 2 times. And plus also, so I was correct 3 times. Episode 5 also had the performance of Caillou Black with a toothache. And it was amazing. I mean, I really saw it. I actually could tell that he was in pain in the toothache. It was really, really well done. Also, English actor in Super Sentai. I mean, Ramirez, seriously, he has the accent of American. He seriously does. He seriously does. And technically it doesn't surprise me because in Kamen Rider Wizard, they had a black guy. And I was like, oh, no way, a black guy so I can do it? I'm kidding. But still, it was very surprising that they reached out of their perspective. I would say perspective, not stereotype. That's not right. Anyways, it was just impressive that they actually are able to just say, we need someone that stands out in the series. Someone that actually fits. Okay, anyways. Episode 6 was Cyan's story. Episode 7, the fact that Daigo forgot his bag. Yeah, in the first episode, he just went with Torin. And, well, technically, Torin transported him, and he forgot to get his stuff, and, yeah. Episode 11, mindless groupies attack. Yeah, that was cool. Episode 13, Amy's cramping styles. I forgot what that was, but, yeah, go check it out, and you'll tell me what it was. Episode 14 was Teacher and his base raid. Oh, the fact that you had a monster that was teaching about ethics and stuff, and also the base got raided because the Pink Ranger fell down and her Morpher / G revolver fell out of her hand. Anyways, episode 16 was Amber Interest by Aragon, and also Gold's Later Revival. Arrival. Revival, really. Episode 17. Yet again, Gold was oh my gosh, reviving? He arrived late. Jeez, revival. My goodness, what the heck? Spirit Maze training from Tensai, which was cool. Episode 19. Cutie baddie with secret dark side. Luring parents. Yeah, parents getting lured because of the cuteness of the bad guy. Episode 20, Interesting Tradition. Tanabata. That was interesting. That was really... I would be happy to celebrate that too. Episode 21, Extinguishers. Extinctioners. Ice, Virus, and Meteor. And we also got to meet the scientist who was the founder of Kyoryuger / the person that had the technology. Anyways, episode 22, Violet has a crush on Red, and Pink might too. Pink might as well, but yeah, I have to admit it's crazy, and especially in the end episode, how it ended all, it showed that Red and Pink actually did have a relationship, and the purple, which Violet Ranger, which was the granddaughter. I'm shocked at the granddaughter. She's just happy with joy. Most likely happy because he's not dead. But still, I would figure she would have her mouth wide open and she's like, what? Because all this time she had a big romance. Well, not romance, a big crush on Red. And Pink just said, oh my gosh, I missed you. Now let's go get some of that ice cream you're talking about. That was messed up. I mean, you expect the purple, which I technically dislike the Violet Ranger. I like her granddad, but I don't like her. I just don't. Even if you got that picture of her from Christmas, I just technically don't like her. Alright, anyways. Episode 24. Excuse me. Opposites instead of Morpher, it's the battery that's needed. Yep. Excuse me. Episode 27, Ninja Dance. Daigo as an action hero. Yeah, fact that Daigo actually goes shirtless. And he's like, ah! Just like what happened to Leo in Lost Galaxy. I bet there was many others who Red Rangers had their shirt off. I would count Andros, but that power-up time that Andros had, he had a shirt on and an undershirt on. That doesn't count. But still, he powered up though. Yeah, he straight up powered up because of a little girl who's like, what happens when you push 3? He's like, I don't know. I don't really want to try 3. And then when they're both tied up and she's in the freaking bushes, she runs over there, press 3, and runs, and then Andros is like, ah! Like he's turning Super Saiyan or something. Yeah, that's the same thing. Daigo and Leo. They have something in common. Anyways, you have PL as water, and Torin is Chaos' little brother. Yeah, that was a big plot twist. Big plot twist. Episode 29, Torin dies like Ash did for a minute. Music generates Gokaiger powers, so yeah, that was interesting. And that was in the movie, that you'll learn that music is the reason why Kyorugers have their powers. Alright? And you find out in the next episode that it's really important. Episode 31, Baddie stole Gokai Silver's drill's finish. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Episode 33, Aragon's Photoshop. Oh yeah, in fact that Ian is relatable. Oh, and Yuchi with his, oh my gosh, he's a bad man. Alright, episode 34. Bragaigus is the father to the Guardians and Torin's partner. Spirit Base was actually within Brigagas. That was a big wow. Yeah, no wonder they actually leave the batteries in there. Beast batteries. Alright, episode 35. The curse that removes emblems, major malfunction, citizens care and cheer, and also the moment that the Gold Ranger and Green Ranger had with the kids. I think it was the kids. Alright, anyways, episode 37, the tag team teaching, and also the body switch, which was very, very cool. Yeah, that was a good one, along with the one where they had twins, which I think was episode 7. That was the one that actually had twin rangers who says talked about crap. Yeah, they just talk so much crap to them. It was shocking funny. But basically, yeah, the Red Ranger switch with a Pink Ranger. Pink Ranger was like, "Don't touch me!" And then she tied herself to the freaking boulder so he won't actually touch her at all. The Blue Ranger, the Black Ranger switch, and the Green Ranger and Gold Ranger switch, which they're both swordsmen, so that's why he did a bad call on that one. And then they switched them again, so the Red Ranger is in the Green Ranger's body, and the Green Ranger is in the Black Ranger's body. Oh yeah, and then someone switched for the bad guy and was able to stop all of it. Alright, episode 38 is the author of the main manga. Yeah, that was crazy, and he's actually Tensai's descendant. Episode 40, the director monster, along with the cop movie that makes me rise. Oh, it made me remember of Yoko's loyalty to Deca Yellow, and High School Movie, all thanks to Pink Ranger. Yeah, good job, Pink Ranger, watching all those movies. Oh, Nasty Santa and all Zords. For the first time, all Megazords are in the fight. Well, they're fighting in 4 Santas. Okay, episode 46. Ian defeats Iron. Yeah, by true sadness, he defeats him. And he uses Aragon's axe to defeat him. Episode 74. He wish he was 74. Episode 47. 3 Girl Rangers. Dugald and his honor/pride. What the heck? Oh, yes, I see. Oh, good job for you, stupid. Okay, anyways. Yeah. And 48. The fact that the true melody is the theme song. That has to be crazy. That is like truly crazy. Wow. Oh, and also interesting thing is that Gold was actually has 6 batteries. Yeah, so compared to other Rangers when it first started with the Gold arrival, he actually tells them that he has 6 batteries while the rest of them have just 3. And eventually they went to work and everyone got 6 batteries and a few other batteries got upgraded in number. Okay, anyways. The last part is talking about things that remind me of other Sentai / Power Ranger seasons. So I see a mix of Abba Ranger / Dino Thunder in there. Well, just the fact of, well, it's more Dino Thunder than anything. I kind of forgot what I said there, but yeah, it does. It has like a little bit of something. I guess truly their uniforms, the fact that it's diamond like. Yeah, they have like some diamond design on there. Just like in Mighty Morphin Power Ranger / Jew Ranger, they have diamonds on their suits as well, so yeah. And then you have Geki Ranger and Shinkenger mixed in, aka Jungle Fury and Power Ranger Samurai, even though technically, well, I guess Power Ranger Samurai does, but it's different. Yeah, it's way different. I wouldn't even include Power Ranger Samurai slash Super Samurai in this. It's just Geki Ranger slash Jungle Fury and Shikinger. Meaning the fact that when they're in the Megazord, they're actually punching. Yeah, and then Shinkinger, the fact that they're able to put their guns down, and you're also able to use their sword to do a final slash. That's what I mean by that. I also have a dab of Goanger, the fact that the Zords have feelings. I can't say RPM because, well, Disney, instead of being Disney, they cut out the emotional crap. So that means that I can't even mention RPM. So it's just Goanger who did all that. Okay, next. Wild Force. Hmm. Wild Force slash Gal Ranger, but I don't remember why it's Wild Force. I guess the only fact is the Red Ranger came in last. Yeah, the fact that the team was already assembled and Red Ranger was the last person left. I guess that is it. Oh, along with the Sixth Ranger and the fact that he was incarcerated, quote unquote, incarcerated within a curse, quote unquote, curse. You also got Go Busters and Go Sagers, which I kind of forgot what that would meant. The only thing I can remember it meant is the fact of using a Buddy Roid, and he had Mini Terra, and he was able to use Mini Terra to power up, just like how Go Busters they power up. As for Go Sagers, I kind of don't remember right now why I said that. At least at the very end, I'm able to actually tell you because I listed them reasons why. So Go Kaijers. The reason why that is because you have a hunt. Yeah, you're hunting for the other Zords. You're hunting for Ambers. You also have a trumpet, which the trumpet would actually. Yeah, the trumpet was from the bad guy actually, and the bad guy did have the trumpet too in Go Kaijers, aka Bosco. The end game, which you have people in the wreckage, and also the Green Ranger and the Black Ranger. Mm. I guess I only said that because that one's supposed to be up there. The fact that in the end game, you had the Green Ranger and Black Ranger basically nodding to each other and going for it. Which I guess that's why I also say Dab of Goanger too. The fact that the Black Ranger and the Green Ranger seem to have a bit of a better connection than the other team. I mean, well, then the whole team. I mean, it's cut down. You have the red, yellow, and blue ranger, aka red, pink, and blue, and then you have black and green. And I guess technically the gold and pink ranger has a thing, along with many others. I mean, yeah, it's just an in deep relationship they had. Okay, Decker Ranger because of Torin, and remember in Decker Ranger, aka SPD, they had Doggy, and Doggy was able to transform into a Power Ranger, and that was shocking. Just like this was shocking as well. Along with the first time ever they show that a fat person can actually be a Power Ranger. No offense, no offense. I don't have anything wrong with anyone who's fat. I have nothing wrong with that. Now, unless they're like super fat and they're over 1,000 pounds. Yeah, now I would like to say if they're over 1,000 pounds or 800 pounds, there is no way possible that they should actually become a Power Ranger. I'm sorry, but it is truth. They can do it, but as soon as you do it, I'm going to say I'm not watching this. Alright, the last three things. First, you have Gingaman, which is because of Spinosaur. No, Toba Spino. Sorry. Spinosaur. Toba Spino, which I kind of forgot what that was, besides maybe the Lost Galacta Beasts were bad guys. Well, turned bad, but they actually were good guys, and they turned good guys at the end. Just like what happened to Toba Spino. And then you have Jew Ranger episode 45. Episode 45. Hold on, let me check. Oh, the fact that it was Burai. It reminds you of Burai so much. but it was so different from what happened to Burai. It was way different. It was like so badly different. It's not even funny. Yeah, way different. Lastly, Power Rangers in space, their end game. The fact that in technically I could say Super Mega Force 2, even though I don't really want to mention them. But the fact that they have wreckage, lots and lots of wreckage, and that's what Gokaigers also was meant to. The fact that the end game, people on wreckage, same deal, same deal. All right. Lastly was my thoughts on something. Oh man, I forgot what brought it on. Shoot, I forgot. Well, anyways, if I forgot anything else, I guess I'll do a part 2 of this. But this is basically everything that you should know besides. Oh, I know why I said Go Sagers, because of Torin's special attack, which is called Torinity Strator. Which Torinity Strator was 3 slashes, and he shows his wings, and he shoots it out. And I made the funny joke to saying that since the Green Ranger, aka Soji or Sol, you got to see his mom and his dad, which was crazy. And his mom showed up like, it's like it came at the fact of you're like, wait a minute, we're way into the series. Why in the world would you now come, mom? I mean, seriously, it's like this is too much. You shouldn't have this. Yeah, you don't really need this character build up here or character improvement, but it's needed because he needs to get this sword attack down, so that makes sense. And now I remember. My last thing to say is the reason why I actually maybe quit on this, besides I was in a depressive time. Yeah, I was very depressed, slash squashed like a spider, getting squashed like a spider. That's one reason. And also the dancing. It's just like what happened to Go Busters, which I think that's another reason why I said Go Busters. The fact that it ends with a dance. And I didn't like that at all. The whole dancing thing, that was horrible. What's even worse is the fact that they got the Zords dancing too. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh, no. That's why I always had to skip the ending. Yeah, that's always how I would skip the ending, not unless it was an ongoing series. If it was ongoing and I didn't get to see the next episode because it's not truly a marathon, I had no choice but to stick there. I tried to skip the dance, but usually it's just, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no. I just can't do it. No dancing, please, no dancing. All right, no dancing. I can't do it. And plus, the Pink Ranger was awkward with her 2 fingers doing circles. It was like technically, hey girls, are you getting aroused by where I'm touching you? I'm sorry, that was messed up. I was being a bad spider right there. But still, it was messed up. I didn't want to watch that dance whatsoever. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, that's basically it. That's all I have to say about Gokaigers. It was a very good season. I enjoyed it completely. I would so get the toy line if I actually had money, but right now I'm basically in a poor state, just like what Peter Parker was in his teenage years, along with the beginning of adulthood. Same story, different type of package. So that's basically it. I would so get the toys if I had it, and sadly, it will be frightening what's going to happen with Zord Builder and the Dino batteries, because they're gonna put ports on the freaking Dino batteries. They're gonna put ports on them. Oh my gosh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh, no. But seriously, if you're able to get, I think there's 11 in all. But more importantly, if I was able to just get one, I would get number 9. Yeah, I would just get number 9. I would be okay with it. And some people are speculating and saying, oh my gosh, it has like a gunner hand. And it's like the gunner hand is like so messed up. Well, at least the good news is you're able to swap that hand out for a hand that's behind its back. And it actually looks very, very good. And if they actually had something that you're able to hook, like a little handle to put in for the sword, I mean, in the hand, that would be even better. But they don't, so I'm okay. I would so like it because ever since I watched, yeah, he's right here, JT Mitchell 87. Since I watched his Power Ranger movie Megazord review, and the fact that he said it's used the Wolf Zord as a spaceship, I always wanted it. I now want something that's just like that, that's compatible to it. Heck, if I could, I would basically say, hey, does someone want to trade their number 9 for my Falcon Zord? Sadly, my Falcon Zord is a little bit beat up, but all you need to do is just get some super glue and just glue the head back on, because the head can pop off and pop on. And technically, you can get some stickers, brand new stickers, and put on there, and also paint. Might do to paint myself. And you also need to find a toe for it to get glued back on there. Yeah, I know it sounds a little bit horrible, but I would trade my Falcon Zord for number 9 Plesiosaurus. Plesio. I would just say Plesio. But that's it. That's all I have to say. It was good. I'm glad I watched all the way through. And I just can't wait for. Okay, yeah, I can't wait for the next movie. The movie that's going to come out next is 100 Years Later. So 100 years later, after they did it. Oh, last case in point. I was technically hoping that the Soldier of Happiness would actually go out with the Blue Ranger and marry. I seriously did, because it would be good. I would love it. We all would understand. You both have a good relationship together, and I would be okay with it. Plus, you have a human form. We will all be okay with it. Even your sister would have been okay with it. So, yeah. But at least we know that those two do have a relationship, and right now, those two, Soldier of Joy and Soldier of Happiness, are the only ones left alive, and decide to spread happiness and joy. And they started with a little girl who can't find her mom. So yeah, the only messed up part is just the fact that they didn't get together. It sucks. It sucks so much. But okay, I'm truly done. That was a good ride. I was happy I watched it, and I thank Bruno from MMPR Toys to actually say it was a good series. Even though I would have watched it later on, but I wouldn't have watched it weeks ago. Yeah, I would have just watched it like teardrops and stuff. But anyways, thank you. Thank you so much for that series, Toei Productions, and I hope to God that Sabans and Nick will actually agree to, yeah, you deserve to have 48, 50 episodes. Yeah, give them 50 episodes, with the last 2 episodes going to be about the movie. So the movie special and etc. etc. Alright, I'm done. Thank you and peace out for listening. And thank you for listening and peace out.